Hello everyone, and a warm welcome. In today's video, we'll be conducting an extreme test of the powerful 36-volt cordless brush cutter from Makita, the DUR368. If you haven't watched the detailed review of this device yet, make sure to check it out. I'll link it for you right up here in the top right corner of the info card. And now, let's dive straight into the extreme test. Let's see how the device performs in real-life scenarios. To provide maximum power for the practical test, I'm using two large 18-volt 5 ampere-hour batteries, which I fully charged beforehand. Additionally, I'm using the attachments that came with the device, such as the string trimmer head and the 4-tooth cutting blade. I started by assembling and using the string trimmer head. As you can see, the test area is quite overgrown with tall grass, some of which is even tangled, and there are other small plants as well. The grass has an average height of an impressive 60 centimeters. I'm curious to see how the brush cutter handles it. It's important to mention that, as recommended by Makita, I'm using the device with the string trimmer head in power level number 2 out of 3. As you can see, the device has no initial difficulties cutting the tall grass. The brush cutter has enough power, making the operation smooth. I also quickly noticed its positive handling. The device is surprisingly lightweight and comfortable to hold. Consequently, there are no significant signs of fatigue even during prolonged use. After dealing with the low grass, I tackled the significantly taller grass. Again, I was quite surprised by how well the device handles the tall grass. In practice, I couldn't observe any drop in performance or interruptions. The brush cutter already provides excellent power in level number 2, allowing for efficient cutting of 60 centimeter tall grass. It's worth mentioning that the taller grass was heavily tangled at the bottom. Here too, I used the brush cutter with the string trimmer head in power level number 2. As quickly became evident, the device possesses enough power for such applications, although one must expect a significantly reduced speed. Otherwise, in practice, the particularly tall grass starts winding around the string trimmer head very quickly, significantly reducing its performance. The positive aspect here is that the device features a built-in reverse function, easily activated through the button on the handle. So, if grass gets wrapped around the head, you can remove it very easily using the reverse function without having to set the device down, a feature that worked very well in the test. Meanwhile, I also attempted to use the device with the string trimmer head in power level number 3, allowing you to quickly notice the brute force of the device. However, as mentioned before, it's advisable to use level number 2 for the string trimmer head. Additionally, for tangled grass, I would recommend using the cutting blade since it doesn't yield like the string or plastic blades. Speaking of the 4-tooth cutting blade, I separately tested it for you in the second part of the test. The cutting blade comes into play when maximum power is required and the material to be cut is very resistant. In this case, as mentioned before, it's suitable for very, very tall or tangled grass as well as smaller young shoots. In the test, I started by cutting poplar young shoots with diameters up to 13 millimeters. The cutting blade is used in the highest power level, number 3. As you can see, the device effortlessly cuts through all objects in its way in power level number 3 with the highest speed. The poplar young shoots up to 13 millimeters in diameter posed no problem for the device and were cleared within a second, which I found very impressive. In total, I used the device continuously for 25 minutes in the extreme test and then checked the battery level. As shown in the video, the two large 5 ampere-hour batteries displayed a remaining capacity of 2 out of 4 bars. This means, in practice, it's entirely possible to work with the device for approximately 50 minutes straight, which, in my opinion, is entirely sufficient. If this is still not enough for you, you could, of course, use Makita's backpack battery, the PDC-01, to significantly extend the runtime. I've also presented this one in detail. You can find the video now in the top right corner of the info card. And with that, I would say we're pretty much at the end. If you enjoyed the video, please show your support by giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel for free and hit the bell icon to never miss a video in the future. You can find the current prices to support this channel in the video description below. Thank you very, very much for your contribution and stay healthy. See you next time. Goodbye.